Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is my first official video, and I thought that for my first video I would do what I've been doing to keep my daughter busy during this quarantine time. For a lot of us parents, it's such a new experience having our kids at home all day, every day, not having school or daycare to, help us out. And these activities I think are my go-to activities that I like to do with my child just to keep her busy throughout the day so that the day is not full of crying and running and all this craziness. Before I get into the video, I just want to introduce myself just a little bit since it is my first video. My name is Lalune. I am a mother of one. I am also expecting another baby. And so during these times, it is easy for me to get very stressed and very overwhelmed with having to deal with one child while being pregnant with another and not having enough energy. So I find that these activities keep her busy and keep her occupied for enough time that I can get things done around the house, or I could just relax and just take a break sometimes. So before I get into the activities that I created, I just wanted to say that a lot of these things are very cheap. A lot of these things I've bought from the dollar store or are from recycled materials. So you don't have to really break the bank to make these activities as well. It's very easy to replace if it does get ruined or damaged. So yeah, here are some of the activities and things that I use to keep her busy during this tough time. Before I get started on the activities that I made, I want to talk about the 5 things that I like to have stocked up, always ready, just for, to have every day. First thing, always have on deck some paint. Paint will save your life. These I bought from the dollar store. They are for the older children. I believe that you have to be over 2 or something, but obviously just monitor your child, make sure they're not putting it in their mouth. And you could buy little canvases from the dollar store as well, and these work perfect on the canvases and on paper, cardboard. We recently painted like little flower pots, which were also bought from the dollar store. So lots of activities that you can do with paint, so make sure that you have paint on hand. Another thing that I always have on hand are some stickers. These stickers as well I bought from the dollar store. They're $1 each. You can obviously buy more stickers at Walmart for maybe like $3. You can get a lot more, but these are just packets of 1, or you can stock up on these from the dollar store. And these we use on coloring pages. We use it on regular paper. Right now my daughter's potty training, so these are her sort of reward. So whenever she uses the potty, then she peels the stickers and sticks it on her potty. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Next, I like to have sidewalk chalk. This as well is from the dollar store. I know it's a time where we're not allowed to go outside as much, go to the park, but if you do have a front yard or a backyard, these will save your life. The children will love playing with these for hours, drawing pictures, or making games out of it. You could draw circles on the floor and jump in them, or you can create all sorts of games using these chalks. Another thing is crayons. Always have crayons on deck. Crayons and a coloring book, which you can also purchase from the dollar store. My daughter is currently using her coloring books and another pack of crayons, so I can't really show you the one that we have, but just go to the dollar store, purchase these, and give them to your child. I guarantee they'll stay busy, and once they're done coloring, once they're done with, tired of coloring, give them some stickers to stick onto their picture, and it'll save you a little bit more time as well. Another thing that I purchased from the dollar store that I love is this die. So this die I use for various activities right now. She's still very young, so we're just sort of using it for counting. We roll it and she counts the dots that are on it. But for the older children, you could definitely roll the die and do maybe 3 jumping jacks or 3 push-ups to also get them to have some sort of physical activity through the day. Another thing that I bought from the dollar store that I think every parent should have is bubbles. I had like a little bottle of bubbles with the wand that I had bought from the dollar store, but I personally do not like to sit there and just keep blowing bubbles repeatedly. So I found this one at the dollar store. I don't really like this one, so I purchased one on Walmart, the Walmart website, and it just blows bubbles. So your child will love just popping the bubbles. This one, like I said, is not my favorite, so I would opt to get one that is a little bit pricier because I find that this is very cheap. It's already broken on me once, and I don't like the quality of the bubbles. So, I mean, it's a great little mechanism, but definitely if your child does like bubbles, I would encourage you to splurge a little bit on the bubbles. I'll leave a link down below to the one that I bought online, and yeah, so if you want to purchase that one, it's a great one to have. Another thing that I like to have on deck all the time is Play-Doh. Play-Doh is one of the go-tos for me. This one is from the dollar store. It's $1.25 at the dollar store. So I give this to my daughter. I obviously monitor her because she is a little bit young. It says ages 2 and up, and she's not yet 2. But she does like to play with the Play-Doh, and I give her like just a little, like one of her mini plates, and I let her roll it and make little balls, or when we pretend to make pancakes. So do monitor your child when they use the Play-Doh, but also let them have fun. Like even if they are not of age, obviously supervision is everything, so supervise your child when playing with the Play-Doh. Another thing that I have here from the dollar store is this craft bucket, which comes with over 450 pieces. So it comes with pipe cleaners, it comes with little foam shapes. It also comes with googly eyes, great for crafts. It comes with feathers, which are not currently in here because they were used for a different activity. And it comes with popsicle sticks as well. So this one actually comes with 40 pipe cleaners, 56 pom-poms, which we use the pom-poms as well for a different activity, 60 craft sticks, which I'm assuming are the popsicle sticks, 60 feathers, 96 googly eyes, and 180 foam shapes. So this is a great buy, especially if your child likes to do crafts. They can create a lot of stuff with the things that are in here. Another thing that keeps my child occupied is these flashcards. These flashcards, I purchased it at a mall, but I believe you can find these on Amazon. I'll find the link and put it down below. These flashcards keep us somewhat busy. Like, she's still learning her words, and I do find that she does get distracted easily when we're doing this, but I try to squeeze in at least one session of flashcards a day, and I find that my child is learning a lot using these flashcards. Now these next 2 items I made using things that I had at home. And so the first thing that I made, we've sort of used and abused this to the point where the can is a little dented, so I have to remake it. But this is one of her favorite activities. So it's just an old tin can with one of the plastic lids. I cut out a few slits in them, and so she can just put some popsicle sticks in through each slit. With this activity, you can name colors, you can count the amount of popsicle sticks that are going into the bin, and then she can just open it up and redo the activity a bunch of times. My daughter really likes this activity, as you can see by the dented can. It's been through some things, but this is really a lifesaver. You can even cut bigger slits, and if you have old gift cards or credit cards and things that you don't need, your child can slip that into as well for kids who have less of a fine motor skill. And as well, you can cut even circles and put pom-poms in here. Whichever way that you want to modify this for your child and for their age is up to you. Oops. Another thing that I made, I actually purchased the tin, this tin from the dollar store, as well as the Easter eggs. I purchased from the dollar store. I know these items are seasonal, so if you do like this activity, I suggest that you go and check your dollar store. Maybe they might still have it up, but since Easter has passed, they might have already taken it down. I'm not sure, but these Easter eggs activities are great. So what I just did was I cut out colored construction paper and put them into each little tin space, and I have an Easter egg that corresponds with each color. So these are the activities that she would do, just matching up the Easter eggs. Another activity that I do with this is I separate the Easter eggs and I actually put them all on the floor, and she matches them by color, the top and the bottom, and then she puts them in the tin. As well, I also made shakers out of these, so I actually open them up, put rice, put beans, put beads, put oats inside them because they all make different sounds. I just put them back together and I put some tape around it, and she uses it as a shaker. So my child really loves that. She finds that so entertaining. She likes listening to all the different sounds that they make because they all do sound different. So that is another great activity, especially if you have a younger child, maybe an infant or a toddler. They would love the shakers. And the next activity that I have is I just got these flyers from the grocery store. When I make my runs to the grocery store, I try to pick them up. And these are great for older kids who are cutting, learning how to cut, or are able to cut. Just cutting and pasting their favorite foods, getting to know foods, getting to know, you know, different prices. Like they can actually cut out the prices and make, you know, a grocery list. So these flyers I find are great, especially for the older children. If you want to keep your older child busy, cutting and pasting is the way to go. But you can also find scissors and glue at the dollar store. More quality glue, I would say hit up Walmart. But if your child is someone who is a little generous with the glue, I would say dollar store and just stack up on all the glue. The next activity that I have is planting. You can have your child plant these paint these flower pots and put the soil in themselves. And these seeds I bought, I believe, from the dollar store. It's 79 cents, so it's most likely from the dollar store, but you can find them at Walmart, you can find them Home Depot, anywhere. And have your child plant some seeds in. Have your child plant and watch the flowers grow, have them water every day, and take care of their plant. And I assure you they'll be super happy to see when their first piece of green comes out of the pot. So that is a fun activity to do with your children. And I believe that's it for easy activities that I have so far. I do look on Pinterest a lot for activity ideas. Right now, these are the ones that I use daily. I tried to switch it up as well, so then we're not always doing the same thing every day and it's not tedious or repetitive. I do encourage you to hit up your dollar store, grab a few things for your children. It'll help you and your child stay sane through this time. And yeah, I just hope that you guys like this video. If you liked it, comment, subscribe, and like this video. I hope to be making more content in the future, and let me know what you're doing with your children during this time to keep busy. And I hope that everyone is healthy and safe, and that, you know, this is all over soon so we can all enjoy nature again and enjoy being outside. And I do plan on posting more, so I hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.